Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
It's been a while, as Stain once said. This is Backhammer Cards and Sci-Fi and Anthman on our way to York to get our asses handed to us.
No, we're gonna win.
You're gonna win?
Yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna kick everyone's ass.
You're gonna kick everybody's head. I'm not. I'm gonna crime lord everybody and laugh. Well, unless I take bait and pray. But yeah, we're off to OG Games in York, which is a nice little hidden away gem in York, to do the store championships for their Destiny. It's not a big one, it's only 12 people.
I thought it was 16 for some reason.
Yeah, if you want people sitting in your lap, then yeah, it could be 16, but you'll find out when we get there. It like I say, it's a nice little hidden gem, but it's still a really nice place, and I recommend anybody go to it. But we haven't done a video for a while.
We really haven't.
A lot's happened.
A lot happened.
Yeah, we're going to try and talk about some of that today. But the reason we haven't been doing videos is A, I'm a bastard. B, it's just getting everybody together, really.
It's been really busy the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, and things have come up when we've been trying to do videos that have thrown us off as well. But going through what we have been doing, trying to do it in a chronological order. Cantina Royal?
Yeah, we did the Cantina Royale, which was Paul Morris's little baby.
Yeah.
He did over at Element Games.
Yep. Oh, just to make it clear, Anth's driving, Sci-Fi's not driving, Sci-Fi's recording the video. Just because I've looked down and going, I hope people don't think I'm like holding this in my teeth. But yeah, as Anth was saying, yeah, went over. Paul did a really good job of running it.
He really did. It was a really good day.
Yeah, it was a lot more than he expected as well, both players and support.
Yeah, there was a fair amount of people that turned on, and the prize support was ridiculous.
That raffle was rigged.
That raffle was rigged. That one guy, he must have won some like 20 prizes by the end.
Yeah, but it was a really good day. You ran Ray and Qui-Gon, didn't you?
I did. It was good.
Yeah, it was pre-Spirit of Rebellion, so it was only Awakenings. I think the pre-releases had been by that point, hadn't they?
The pre-releases had been out.
There was lots of filthy cards.
Basically, because not everyone could have reached the pre-releases, that it's not worthwhile.
Yeah, and the people turning up with 2 Palpatines and nothing else. It's like, oh, cool. But it was a really good day. I ran Luke and Jar Jar Binks, which was a special edition for the event.
Yeah,
he was terrible.
You did really well on it.
Yeah, Jar Jar's only redeeming quality was he could take lasers to the face. Yeah, that's pretty much my entire tactic. He just jumped in for the lasers.
Yeah. Mine was just a generic Ray Qui-Gon, so gain shields, hit people with shields.
Yeah.
And then taunt the people that did have Jar Jar Binks by leaving him till last.
I talked somebody into killing Jar Jar Binks because he thought there was a prize. And there was a prize, but he didn't kill Jar Jar Binks fast enough.
Oh, that'll suffer.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, there's a prize if you kill Jar Jar Binks the first. This is like on turn 8 or something. It's like, yeah, you're not getting that.
Well, this just proves how bad my driving is right here. I've pulled out to try and get past this car.
And he's put his foot down as well. I hate it when people do that. But after Casino Royal, which was over at Element Games, I went down to Patriot Games Sheffield for the Final Fantasy Regional.
Oh yeah.
Which was a laugh. It was really good. Went down with Beth and Dan, both good travel buddies. I came 19th out of 62? Something like that. I could have done better. I completely messed up in the last game, but I could have done better. But that said, after that I haven't played Final Fantasy since recently. I've played it a little bit, but...
Yeah, I've not really...
Oh, one move. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, the image is frozen, but it still says it's recording.
Oh
well. Well, we'll keep recording, see what it does.
Yeah.
That's really weird, that.
This would be even stays on, is there not be like a technical glitch?
Well, like I said, we'll keep recording. So Final Fantasy Regional. Following that, there was other things.
You played a bit of Batman.
Yeah,
Somewhere in between that time.
Yeah, let's not go into that. Batman's a good game and everything, but it's really it's good as a one-off. Playing in tournaments just destroys you. All those little counters you have to keep track of and all the little rules. I know I recently went down to OG Games actually for the Imperial Assault Regional. Managed to win that actually. That was actually a good day. The last game was really close. 40 to 38.
Wow, that's really close.
Yeah. Really fun. However, just a bit of a pro tip. If you put all your models within one square of each other, expect somebody to throw a grenade at them.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. Well, a grenade or flamethrower.
Yeah. Well,
And or Rancor. Actually, I'm surprised there wasn't anybody using Rancors. There was lots of Jawas, but no Rancors.
they're just not OP enough.
Not OP enough. Well, Dalton made us the top 4 of the regional with him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Then, of course, the big one that we want to talk about really is Expo.
Yeah, UK Games Expo was such an amazing weekend.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Definitely an amazing weekend. Well
Yeah.
worth going.
I do wish we got chance to do more because a lot of the games were just completely chock-a-block when we tried to demo them.
Yeah.
But we did play some really fun games.
And we also played a really terrible game.
Which one was that again?
The dungeon one.
Oh yeah, that one. I've erased that one from my memory. That
Yeah,
one.
it was so bad. We were actually meant to get promos as well for that.
Yeah, I thought we did. But
Someone put up a picture on Facebook saying, "Oh, look, the promos I got." And I was there thinking, I sat there for an hour, played that game, and I didn't get anything.
well, to be honest, what do you expect? We sat down and the bloke that was meant to be demoing went. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm right in the mood for this right now. Funnily enough, we're not going to mention his name because I can't remember it.
Neither can I.
But we did play some really good. Oh, then again, there was that card game that we sort of like we were playing, and they go, "Yeah, you have to stop playing and get out now."
Oh, Z is it? Or XR?
I wasn't going to mention the name, but yeah, that one.
But it wasn't their fault that we got kicked out of it.
Nah. It was an interesting game. The concepts were all right. I think maybe when it gets a bit more of a card base, it'll be better.
Yeah. They only have a limited pool, and
Yeah.
I think they could really have a couple of rule tweaks to make it a bit better.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm sure it's been out for a while now because I'm sure it was a Kickstarter thing.
It wouldn't surprise me. It looks quite Kickstarter.
Yeah. Well, everything seems to be Kickstarter these days.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, could we Kickstarter My Future Girlfriend?
We probably can.
Or would that be slavery?
No, because I think, well,
Well, if she gets the money, then it's not slavery.
Yeah.
That's something completely
that's
different.
completely different. But I'm pretty sure someone originally kickstarted a sandwich, so
Didn't somebody sell their virginity on eBay before they did that thing about like organic parts?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to Games Expo. We saw. You went to both of the podcasts for.
Shut up and sit down.
Yep. The first one that I saw was really good.
Yeah, the second one just got better.
All right.
They did like another little RPG intro that they did.
17 miles.
And then they made someone basically stand up and be their dice for the day.
Dice for the
And he just had to stand in the corner of the room. And every time they said dice, he shouted out a number.
Then we went and watched. What was it called?
The Dark Room.
The Dark Room. That was really good.
That was amazing.
The guy, he was Australian, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
But he was like an improv comedian with like really nerdy overtones.
Hilariously nerdy.
Yeah. And he pretty much anybody in the audience that thought they were safe were not safe. A flamboyant potato. But Expo, always seemed really good. That was my first time actually.
Yeah, it was my first time going there, and it was so big.
Yeah.
The size blew me away first.
The Expo was quite large as well. The side activities, the shows were all good as well. The stalls were really good. Majority of them were doing like show prices, weren't they?
Yeah.
So that was always good. The only thing I wasn't too pleased about really was there wasn't enough demo things on. Like there was lots of different things on, but there was like only a single table of a certain game. So people you couldn't get a chance to play it because it was just always rammed. After what happened in Manchester, the security was quite high, which you can't do anything about.
Yeah.
They had to keep us all safe in that. But at the same time as the Expo, FFG were running their first European Championship. Now, my opinion of this is probably going to sound a bit harsh. I think it could have been done a lot better. It was essentially the X-Wing show. Which, yeah, it's their flagship game.
It is. It's the primary one.
Yeah. But, Destiny, there was nearly 200 players for Destiny. And knowing that we're meant to start at 11 o'clock, you had from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock to turn up and get registered and signed in.
Yeah.
It got to 11:15 and they turned around and said, people have not turned up, we're going to leave it a little longer. An hour later, the pairings went up for the first game. And then on top of that, all the pairings were printed out on A4 pieces of paper in the tiniest font possible.
Oh man!
And posted up on boards. There's 3 boards, but 200 people trying to get to 3 boards, and quite a lot of them did not understand the idea of personal space or manners. Oh yeah, I will not take my bag off, and I will hit you all with my massive rucksack, which is carrying, I don't know, a small child. And yeah, but it was a good day. I enjoyed the games, but the thing that I take away from the Euros is I'm so glad Maz did not win it.
Yeah. Oh god.
That deck is garbage. Yeah, it wins games, but it's garbage. You don't have to think when you're playing it.
You really don't.
Yeah.
No tactics, no strategy.
Turn opening hand. Do you have Maz's goggles? Yes. Lol. Do you have a big thing? Yes. Lol. Cool. There you go. You've won the game. There's no thought to it.
There really isn't. Well, I'm not much better with FM. Like, is it a weapon in my hand? Yes. Hit them in the face.
But the thing is, with your guys, at least you have a chance of actually doing something.
Yeah.
Majority of the times, turn 1, there was fast hands on Poe, Maz's goggles on Maz, so Poe activates, resolves one of his dice for you and have a chance to respond. If he rolls rubbish, Maz activates, changes both of the dice to specials, resolves both specials. Well, resolves one special, then resolves the other next time.
Yeah.
But it was just so boring to play against.
And that as well, if you play against it a couple of times, basically you'll see the same moves each time.
Oh, well, the guy who put cunning on Maz as well. So he was in 2 turns, he resolved 6 specials.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, I think it was the same guy, I used Unpredictable to make him re-roll one of his special dice, rolled a special. And it's like, right, I'll Unpredictable it again, rolls another special. It's like, right, there's something wrong with your dice. There is seriously something wrong with your dice. Because I just turned across the room! I really hope this is still recording, actually. The image hasn't moved, but it...
After 800 yards, keep right, A1 towards Werthervin.
Why is it called Tom Tom when it's a woman?
I have no idea.
Did I just assume it's a gender?
Right.
You just assumed it's...
Check your privilege, keep right. That's pretty much caught up with what's going on. We haven't had too much chance to play games, actually.
Yeah, we've played like a couple, mostly just like practice matches.
Yeah.
Follow A1,
like today, I would have liked to had more practice for today because I'm running a deck I've played once, but I really enjoyed playing it.
Yeah.
It's Jabber and Unker. Pretty much, I can get Crime Lord on 1 or 2 in turn 1. Don't ever plan on using Crime Lord. I just like scaring my opponents, making them twitch in their.
It is definitely a scary tactic.
The other good one is getting prize possession out turn 1.
Oh.
What's that, Palpatine? You're only rolling 1 dice for the entire game. Bye. But I enjoy using the deck. I tend to be more of a control-y deck more than anything else. Whereas you're pure aggro, really.
I am, yeah. I'm running Django FM. Can't get much more aggro, really. Villain. Probably Krennic. Krennic's quite good. Aggro ain't
FN and Apprentice Vader is quite aggro-y.
Yeah, I've heard that one. I just don't like blue weapons. They're too expensive.
Yeah. Well, my deck always struggled with that. But I think in the future sets it'll be alright.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. A bit like a poor mouse. It doesn't require an awful lot of thought, but
you
it
can't.
requires a bit of tactics.
It requires you to roll your dice and actually rely on getting good on your dice rather than going, oh look, I could just change everything. It's just, it's the Mad Hatter, isn't it? Change places.
Yeah, I am relying basically heavily on my own rolls.
Yeah.
I've got very, very little control in my roll, but that's basically aim for damage. So all sides have at least some damage on.
Well, playing with Jabber and Unker yesterday, I had no damage on any of my opponent's characters, but he was still worried he was going to lose. But then again, I just proceeded to roll terribly, which just makes sense, really, for me.
Yeah.
But today, in OG, I want to make a bet.
Oh.
I will bet my 17 coin that I got from Euros on how many Hoenn Masters we see today.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
I am gonna say 2 out of 12.
12.
Well, out of 10 because we're not using them, so that sort of narrows it down a little bit.
Out of 10. Out of 10.
Yeah.
Straight if I don't have no poor mouse.
Just to super glue things over the top. Why are they using villain weapons? Because they're villains.
They really are. I'm gonna go with 3.
3. Oh, you wanted up with me. What?
Purely because I think it's a small community, and I think a lot of people have looked at the old meta. I've seen it.
Once the camera's off, I'm going to tell you why too, because I don't want to be a douchebag on camera. I'm a douchebag every other time, so I should really just be a douchebag. The other thing as well that we want to talk about, I actually wanted to do it when we're sat down. Rumble Slam, that's one of the games we played at Euros, demoed it. You picked up quite a bit for it, I just picked up the one staple.
Yeah, you picked up the
Undead.
I picked up the core set and then 2 of the teams.
Yeah.
Basically just get like a nice big feel for it and the game as well. And also just to basically try and get a few people into it because it's so good.
Yeah. I also do like how that car, we keep having like a what's it called? Leapfrog with that car.
Yeah.
Rumble Slam, it's a game of fantasy wrestling. So it's something new, really. I don't think it's been done. There's been like arena games before, but this one is pretty much, it's, do you like WWE or ECW?
I don't know.
Oh, well, do you like wrestling?
Yes.
Wrestling! And essentially, majority of the heroes in it, like the named characters, are based on famous wrestlers from the past.
Yeah.
But obviously changed enough that they're not infringing on personal
image.
Yeah. But as soon as you spot them, you'll recognise them, except for maybe the Triceratops. I don't know who that's turned out to.
Yeah.
But it is fantasy wrestling, so there's undead, dwarves, elves, Well, there's only Wood Elves, wasn't there? And Dark Elves.
Wood Elves, Dark Elves. There's beasts.
Yeah, Cold Ones, which are lizards.
Yeah.
Humans, orcs.
There's demonies types.
Yeah.
Like shadow monsters.
Yeah. But it looks really interesting. The demo that we played was quite fun. Especially when the bloke said, you have no chance of winning now, this guy's going to do you. And then my troll just went, no.
Yeah.
You no pick me up. I pick you up. But apparently, I know they were probably demoing it and doing like simplified rules, but apparently the rules are a bit more in depth, aren't they?
They are a bit more in depth. I read the rule book the same day afterwards.
Yeah.
It's not too far off, but I think what he did was he simplified it to basically get people in and buy it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's pretty much the same rules, a few variations, a couple of different cost points. But other than that, what we demoed is what we play.
Yeah. It was a really fun game. I'd recommend anybody to give it a look. There's a few other games that I want to try out that I hopefully will try and get people to look at and try. One of which is Shadow War Armageddon.
Yes.
Had a game of it yesterday. It was a 4-player game, so it went on for absolutely ages. And the normal games do not go on for that long. But at the end of it, I was just quite ready to curl up in fetal position. Especially knowing that over the course of the game, I think 4 snipers shot at a single Necron and pinned him once. This is over like 4 turns.
My word.
Yeah, they just kept missing him. It's like, cool. And the other funny thing was a Necron deathmark appearing behind an entire Tau team, shooting the leader in the back, and the entire Tau team just going, run! And they all ran they ran around the building to get out of the Necron's line of sight, but ended up in all the Space Marines' line of sight. So proceeded to get gunned down one by one.
Oh man.
Well, that Dalton's commander with the sniper rifle couldn't hit my Necron Immortal. Oh no, my Necron Deathmark on his side. So he shot across the board at one of these tower drones that had just run out into the open and hit that across the board. And he's like, how can I hit that but not this? But yeah, we're going to record some games today.
Yeah.
Keep you up to date on the actual goings on. We'll have to try and get this uploaded before we start the games, hopefully. But once again, off to OG Games at York, and we will talk soon.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.